Well, we're finally getting somewhere. We've got the wing of the Apache here, uh, all rigged up here. We had to reinstall the servo because it was sitting on an angle, and I redid the plywood little blocks there to sit it on because they were just onto the Mac tack. They would have peeled right off, and that would have been real great for the servo come flying out of inside the wing there, and no control on the ailerons. So we got it all hooked in there good and solid, and it's an old servo system with a different system. It was the old 72 megahertz transmitter and receiver, and I'm switching it over to 2.4 gigahertz with a Spectrum. And so what's happening is they find out that the servo wires are switched from the positive and negatives have to be switched to accept the right voltage. So I had to do that. That's why you got this thing going on here, where I had to put the red in onto the red there, and the black onto the brown, and blue onto the kind of the orangey yellow. So anyways. Just so, but you can see here when it went into the old connection from the servo, the black was in the middle, and on our spectrums, you can see right here that negative is at the bottom and positive is in the middle. So I had to switch that around because I couldn't get the dumb servo to work, and so we did that and got that working and centered out the servo with the transmitter. So what I'm going to do now is just show you how these things all work. These rods here go right straight through in onto the ailerons, and they're a full wing aileron there on both sides. So it's quite a flap aileron there. It's the full thing, not just part of it. So anyways, I'm going to plug this thing in, and first I've got a DX7 Spectrum transmitter here that I bought a couple of years ago, and 20 memory in it, so it's got lots here. I'm up onto my 6th model into it now, so we'll just flip that on. I've already programmed a bunch of stuff in there for the aspects of this Apache, being as it's a nitro plane. It's an old one. I don't know, it's got to be all of about 20-30-year-old plane that never was finished. I got it about third hand, and the kit wasn't finished, but I'm finally putting things right. The other part of the plane, hey, there's my assistant right here. Hello, Charlie. Charlie's my assistant. And there's the rest of the plane right there. It's DCT 40. It's I think it's a 57-inch wingspan. I might be wrong. I gotta think. Well, we'll just grab a tape measure here and measure the dumb thing again and make sure I know what I'm talking about here. Whoa! As you can tell, the old desk is getting a little bit stupid here. Okay, let's just try to hold this thing at the same time and pull out the tape measure. And there's the tip right there. So for the sake of argument, we've got roughly 67-inch wingspan. So, there we go. 67-inch wingspan. Sorry for all the jittering and jattering here, because I'm going to make somebody dizzy right now watching this stupid thing. Yeah, I got all the junk all spread around here. Chargers and tools and junk. All left over. Oh, you got to see this. This is compliments of my brother-in-law. He's a dentist. He switched out some lights, so for my hobby table I got a cute little dental lamp for those really bright spots. Thank you, Henry. So anyways, we're gonna plug this thing in, and we'll get her rocking and rolling here. 1 second as I try to do this one-handed. Okay, and where's my light? My light should be coming on. There, oh, there it is. There's my light. Okay, and so And of course, here's my ailerons right there. I already checked to make sure it's in the right direction so I don't have to reverse my servo. Looks like it's traveling quite nicely. I've had to make, because it's never been flown, this plane, I had to really loosen up these ailerons. They were stiffer than all heck. They've been sitting for so long, never really been worked. So I made sure that they were really loosened up enough to, and I'll probably put a dual rate in here. It's just for, you know, in case somebody else wants to try flying it and they don't want it too aggressive, because it's only supposed to be 3/8 of an inch from the neutral point on the aileron to when it's in a full up or down, and mine's just a little bit more than that, so I'm not really worried about it. It's just a little more aggressive flap, but that just means you can do barrel rolls, or barrel rolls a little faster anyways. One other thing is I've used a 2-cell LiPo for my power source. I did some research on these little spectrum receivers. This is an AR, come on, focus, AR 6100E, and that's E means it comes out the back end, the plugs. If he doesn't have the E, it comes out the sides, so no big deal. But anyways, it's sort of not the greatest receiver for this plane, but that's all I have at the moment. I might go to a 7200, AR 7200. It's got better range. But I'm not going to fly this thing too far away. I'm just going to keep it close, and I've got an idea. I'm going to put this receiver so it's sticking out the bottom of the plane with the two antennas sticking straight out the bottom, and maybe taped to the bottom of the fuselage in different angles, just so that it can get a better transmitter, so it doesn't have to go through wood or anything like that. And also because then you can also see the light through the bottom. I'm just going to have the very bottom of the receiver showing through the bottom of the plane, and that means everything else is just plugged in straight in from the top. So, and I'll just have a backboard on there that I can strap that to it, and or Velcro, one or the other, and that'll work. So let me just undo this. Well, there you go. I guess that's it for all I want to yak about. Oh, and by the way, because those old servos, that means I've got to change all the wiring on all three of these other servos for rudder, elevator, and throttle for the engine for this thing. Oh, by the way, the engine never been run. Right here, this is the engine. I've made a little test stand for it that I'm going to screw down. I'm going to get some nitro fuel. I haven't even gotten any yet, but this engine's never run. I had to take it all apart completely and re-oil everything and clean everything up, because the oil that had been in it for years went to varnish, and it just gunked her right up. So I had to clean it all out. Now she's got lots of compression on the top where that tight spot is, and anyways, she's ready to be run in with some castor oil and have a break-in with it, and away we go from there. So cute little test stand. It should hang tight pretty good there. Here's my little throttle for opening and closing the throttle, and we'll set it all up there with the jets and that, and away we go. I got the glow plug igniter, and away we go. Oh, and I also got all this other junk here. I got myself a starter for starting this thing, so I don't have to use a chicken stick. So there's the switch on the bottom. I just hook her up to a 12-volt battery, good old car battery or something, whatever I got. I got actually a very small motorcycle battery over there I can use. So anyways, that's it for today, and I'll keep you posted. Bye bye.